Tolstoy said that there are 3 criteria that make an artist. And one being you have to be technically skilled in your craft. 2 is that you have to say something new. And 3, you have to have a moral relationship with your subject matter.
What does that mean?
Well, I think in the sense of like what Patrick was doing, like you had kind of a relationship with Maximilian Kolbe beforehand, right? Like he's important to you. And that makes all the difference. Whereas like if you were a sacred artist and you specialize in Our Lady of Guadalupe, you have to have a relationship with her to convey her properly. I think that's why AI is taking over the art world so easily, is that artists don't really have a connection to anything anymore.
Can I look at something? I mean, with that definition in mind, can I look at something as an observer, as a consumer of art, and say that's not art?
Yes.
Okay.
I think art has to be participatory too.
Okay.
So I don't believe art is solely for the purpose of being looked at in a museum. Like a good art piece should be either part of your community or culture in some manner or fashion where you also kind of like participated. So, I mean, the best idea, since with sacred art, with like icons or something, obviously the purpose is for it to help kind of like elevate your prayer life, or, there's different traditions revolving certain images, such as like Our Lady of Guadalupe and stuff like that. So there's like a thing that binds people and brings them together, where a lot of contemporary art doesn't do that. It actually does the opposite. It kind of like criticizes itself. And so it's kind of like cynical. And so the only thing you can do is look at it to criticize it, and then you leave. And that's the extent of that.
When you say modern art, are you just talking about like
contemporary, so not
what medium is what I'm asking. Like,
can
I think qualify films as modern art?
Yeah, I think any form, like any medium or form of art. So films, dancing, paintings, writing, anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was listening on the way over here to a podcast, and they were talking about, they were sort of critiquing the modern like sort of how Disney is just having flop after flop after flop lately. And the big criticism is that there was nothing new. That's immediately what I thought about when you were quoting Tolstoy a minute ago. And that was essentially the argument they were making, is it's not art anymore. No one cares. It's this lifeless money grab attempt. Everybody from the writers to the artists themselves who are actually animating the movie or whatever. So that's interesting.
It doesn't keep its nature though either. I mean, they basically mask their ideology with pre-existent stories. So it's kind of lazy storytelling too. Like for example, if you're looking at something like The Little Mermaid, it's not the same. Okay. It's not the same as like the animated one. But even the animated one is not the same as the original like story that was written.
Parallel mind.
Because we were just having this conversation about The Little Mermaid in particular, and how the whole moral story has been turned on its head to actually be something that is like an affront to that which is true, good, and beautiful. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and go back and watch a full-length video. We talk a lot more about this. We get into some other stuff. I think you'll love it. Thanks.